Part 1: The Hidden Truth About Speaking English. Welcome, everyone. Today, we're not just going to talk about English, we're going to change the way you speak it. You see, most English learners focus on grammar, vocabulary, or listening. But no one ever tells you the real reason you can understand English perfectly, yet can't speak it easily. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly how to train your mouth to talk. You'll finally say, now I get it. Now I get it. Now I can speak. So stay with me until the end, because this might be the most important video you ever watch about learning English. Let me ask you something. How many hours have you spent watching English videos? How many grammar rules have you memorized? How many times have you listened quietly but said nothing? Then, when it's your turn to speak, what happens? Your lips stop moving. Your tongue feels heavy. Your brain goes blank. Your confidence disappears. But listen carefully. This doesn't happen because you're bad at English. It happens because your mouth isn't trained. Yes, that's the secret no one talks about. You've been training your brain, but not your mouth. You've been learning about English, but you haven't trained your speaking muscles. That's why you get stuck. That's why you sound slow, unsure, or nervous. That's why your confidence fades the moment you open your mouth. Here's the truth. English isn't just something you know in your head. It lives in your lips, your tongue, your jaw, in the way the sounds flow together. Until you train those muscles, English will never feel natural. But today, that changes, because this is not another boring grammar class. This isn't about memorizing phrases. And no, I'm not just going to tell you, repeat after me. This is a journey. We're going to wake up your mouth, destroy your fear, and build real fluency, starting from zero. And don't worry, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need a native accent. You don't need expensive teachers or courses. All you need is 5 minutes a day, the right training, and the courage to sound like a beginner so you can become fluent faster than you ever imagined. This is the video I wish I had when I started learning. This is the truth most English teachers never tell you, because speaking English isn't just mental, it's physical. You have to train your mouth the same way you train your body. Let me explain. Imagine you read 100 books about push-ups. You know the form, the position, the breathing, but you never actually do a push-up. The first time you try, your arms collapse because your muscles are weak. That's exactly what happens with speaking English. You know the words, you know the rules, but your mouth has never been trained to move fast, smooth, and confident like an English speaker. Your tongue and lips are still moving the way they do in your native language. They're not used to English rhythm, stress, or sound patterns. That's why you say, I understand everything, but I can't speak. The truth is, you've trained your brain, but your mouth is still asleep. In your own language, you've repeated every sound thousands of times since you were a child. That's why you sound natural. But in English, those sounds are new. You've never practiced them enough to make them automatic. Think about sounds like the soft th, the linked words, the rhythm of rising and falling tones. Your mouth doesn't know how to handle them yet, so you skip them. You mumble, you hesitate, and that's what kills your confidence. But here's the best part. You can fix it. You can retrain your mouth. You can build speaking muscles the same way people build muscles in the gym. You don't need hours. You don't need perfection. You just need the right kind of practice. Speaking is not just about knowledge, it's about movement. It's about training your muscles to speak English naturally. And when you do, everything changes. Your confidence, your pronunciation, your fluency, even the way you think in English. So get ready, because next, we're going to start your 5-minute daily mouth training routine, the one that will finally make your English flow. Part 2, the 5-minute daily mouth training routine. Now that you know the truth about why speaking feels hard, it's time to train your mouth, not your memory. I'll make you a bold promise. If you do what I'm about to show you just 5 minutes a day, every single day for the next 30 days, your English will sound completely different. Not only in your mind, but in your mouth, in your confidence, your conversations, and even the way people hear you. Because from today, you're not just learning English, you're training your mouth like a muscle. Let's begin. You might think, only 5 minutes? That's too short. But it's not about how long you practice, it's about how you practice. The goal isn't to be fluent overnight. The goal is to build small, repeatable habits that reshape how your mouth moves and sounds. Reading gives you knowledge, speaking gives you movement, and movement builds muscle memory. So let's start your daily 5-minute system, step by step. Step 1, mouth warm up. Just like the gym, your mouth needs a warm up. You've been speaking your native language all day, so now you have to switch your muscles into English mode. Here's how. A. Lip rolls. Buzz your lips softly like a motorbike. Brrr. Do it 3 times for 5 seconds. B. Tongue stretch. Stick your tongue out and pull it back in slowly 10 times. C. Jaw loosen. Open and close your mouth wide gently 5 times. D. Smile stretch. Smile as wide as you can, hold for 5 seconds, and relax. Why does this work? Because it wakes up muscles you never use. It reduces tension and helps your English sound smoother and clearer. A warm mouth is a ready mouth. Step 2, the mirror technique. 1 minute. Now it's time to face your biggest fear, yourself. Your mirror is your best speaking coach. Stand in front of it. Look into your eyes. Pick a short, powerful sentence like, I'm learning to speak confidently. This is my voice. English is my second language. Say it slowly 5 times. Focus on how your mouth moves, how your tongue feels, how your voice sounds. Each time, say it a little faster. This builds awareness and confidence. It trains you to control your face, your lips, your sound, and your fear. After a few days, it will feel natural. After 10 days, you'll feel powerful. You can't build speaking confidence if you never face yourself. Step 3, shadow speaking, 2 minutes. This is where your real fluency starts. Shadow speaking means you listen to a sentence and repeat it immediately, matching speed, tone, rhythm, and feeling. It can be from a YouTube video, a movie scene, a TED Talk, or even your own recording. For example, you hear, I don't think that's a good idea. Now repeat, exactly the same rhythm and tone. I don't think that's a good idea. Not slower, not your version, just copy the original sound. Do it again and again, even if you make mistakes. This isn't grammar. This is muscle training. Why does it work? Because it builds real-time speaking reaction. It connects your ears, mouth, and brain together. It helps you sound smooth and natural, just like how babies learn. They listen, copy, and repeat until fluency becomes natural. Step 4, the fluency loop, 1 minute. Now let's finish strong with a fluency loop, a fast repetition drill that makes your speech flexible and fast. Take one sentence, for example. I'm going to improve my English. Say it slowly first. I am going to improve my English. Focus on each sound carefully, then say it normally. I'm going to improve my English. Smooth and steady. Then say it fast. I'm going to improve my English. Linked, confident, natural. Repeat this loop 3 times. Choose 3 to 5 sentences each day. Keep repeating the same ones for a few days until your mouth says, oh, this is easy now. Why does this work? Because it builds comfort with speed, kills overthinking, and makes you feel fluent, even with simple sentences. Your 5-minute plan warm-up. Lip rolls, tongue stretch, jaw loosen, smile stretch. Mirror technique, 1 minute. Say one positive sentence 5 times in front of a mirror. Shadow speakings. Copy 2 or 3 real sentences from native speakers. Fluency loop. Say one sentence slow, normal, and fast. Total time, 5 minutes. Total impact, life changing. Most learners never do this. They chase grammar books, memorize word lists, and watch videos silently, but they never train their mouth. That's why they stay stuck, but not you, because now you have a system. You have a daily English gym right in your room, and the only equipment you need is your voice. You don't need a partner. You don't need a perfect accent. You just need your focus, your breath, and 5 minutes of real practice, because when your mouth becomes fluent, your English will follow. Part 3. Train your brain and mouth together. Sound clusters are the heartbeat of fluent speech. If you master them, you'll never sound like a robot again, because real fluency isn't about using big, fancy words. It's about small words spoken with rhythm and flow. So every day, choose 3 clusters. Say them like a song, use them in a sentence, record yourself, and feel the change begin. Part 4. Train your brain and mouth together. Let's start with a simple but painful truth. Most English learners only train one side of the system, the mouth. They try to pronounce, they try to repeat, they try to sound fluent. But inside their mind, there's noise. There's fear, judgment, overthinking, self-doubt. And that's why they freeze when it's time to speak. Here's the truth. Your mouth cannot speak what your brain doesn't believe. You can memorize 1,000 sentences. You can repeat phrases for hours, but if your brain still whispers, "What if I sound stupid? What if I say it wrong? What if they laugh at me?" Then your voice will break and your fluency will die before it begins. So in this part, you'll learn to train your brain and mouth together so your speaking becomes natural, confident, and fearless. Think of it this way. Your brain is the pilot. Your mouth is the airplane. If the pilot is nervous, slow, or unprepared, the plane won't fly smoothly, no matter how powerful the engine is. That's what happens when you train only your lips, but never upgrade the software inside your brain. So how do we fix this? We go step by step to reprogram your thoughts, emotions, memory, and confidence. Step 1, speak with emotion, not just accuracy. Here's the biggest mistake learners make. They focus on correctness instead of connection. They ask, is my grammar okay? Did I use the right tense? Is it present perfect or past simple? But here's the truth. People don't remember your grammar. They remember your energy, your feeling, your voice. English isn't a machine language. It's not a code. It's a living, emotional sound. That's why you must train your brain to feel the sentence, not just say it. Instead of, "I'm happy to be here," said like a textbook robot, say it with emotion. "I'm happy to be here." Smile, feel it, own it. Train your brain to connect meaning with emotion, not just words. Say this out loud. English is not just words, it's emotion in sound. Step 2, speak like an actor, not a student. This is one of the fastest ways to sound natural. Don't practice like a student doing homework. Practice like an actor preparing for a movie role. Here's how. Pick a short sentence. For example, "I'll be there in 5 minutes. I can't believe this happened. It's going to be a great day." Now say each one with 3 different emotions: excited, angry, nervous. Watch your voice change. Watch your body move. Watch your confidence rise. Why does this work? Because when you act, your brain forgets fear. You stop judging your voice. You stop thinking about mistakes. You become the sentence. You own the energy. That's fluency, feeling, not fear. So from now on, stop being the shy student. Start being the expressive speaker. Step 3, create mental shortcuts. Here's a brain secret. Your brain loves shortcuts. It doesn't want to translate everything, but most learners still think in their native language, then translate, then speak, then panic, then forget everything. That's the slowest path to fluency. So instead, train your brain to build instant English reactions. Use the this means that system. Connect English directly to images and feelings, not to your old language. Example, let's catch up sometime. Friendly invitation, long time no see. I'm starving, very hungry, time to eat. No translation, just meaning. Instant understanding. To practice, use flashcards, sticky notes, or video clips. Write the real life meaning beside every sentence. You're not building vocabulary, you're building fluency triggers. Step 4, combine emotion, voice, movement. Want to supercharge your brain mouth connection? Use your whole body when you speak. Stand up, move your hands, change your posture. Look into the mirror, speak with energy. Why? Because when your body moves, your brain remembers. Your voice becomes louder, your words become clearer, your confidence becomes stronger. You're not just training to talk, you're training to speak with presence. Step 5, the 5-minute daily brain plus mouth routine. Do this every day. 1 minute, say 3 sentences with full emotion: happy, angry, excited. 1 minute, act each one out like a movie scene. 1 minute, repeat while walking around. Use your body. 1 minute, mirror speaking. Look into your eyes and speak with power. 1 minute, record yourself and listen, not for mistakes, but for energy. This isn't grammar practice. This is brain rewiring. If you never train your brain and mouth together, you'll always sound like an English actor wearing a fake mask. But when you combine emotion, rhythm, voice, thought, and presence, you don't just speak English, you become a speaker of English. There's a difference, and the world feels it when you talk. This is not just about words. This is about identity, about owning your voice, about being proud to speak, even with mistakes, because real fluency is freedom of expression. So from today, don't just train your mouth, train your mindset, train your courage, train your energy, train your emotional connection with English. Say it with me. I speak with feeling. I speak with truth. I speak with power. Because English is not a subject, it's my new voice. Part 5, Smart Repetition, the secret to lifelong fluency. Repeat, 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 but smartly. Let me start with a warning. If you repeat the wrong way, you'll stay stuck forever. But if you repeat the right way, you'll speak fluently for life. You see, repetition is not just saying words again and again like a parrot. Real repetition is a science, a strategy, a secret weapon used by world-class speakers, actors, leaders, and yes, fluent English learners. So in this final part, I'll show you how to repeat in a way that builds real fluency, not boredom. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced learner, this method will change the way you practice forever. The problem with wrong repetition. Here's what most people do. They pick a sentence, I'm going to the market, and they repeat it flatly like this. I'm going to the market, I'm going to the market, I'm going to the market. Over and over. No energy, no emotion, no meaning, no progress. What happens? Their mouth gets tired, their brain gets bored, their confidence goes down, and their English doesn't improve, because repetition is not about quantity, it's about quality. Why we repeat. We don't repeat to memorize, we repeat to train, to build mouth memory, to build reaction speed, to build sound muscles, to build emotional rhythm, to build confidence, even under pressure. Repetition isn't about saying it again, it's about saying it better, more connected, more natural, more alive. The 3 levels of smart repetition. Let me give you the system. Simple, powerful, scientific. Level 1, clear and slow. Say the sentence clearly and slowly. Focus on every sound. I am going to the market. Feel how your mouth moves. Train your accuracy. This is the foundation. It teaches your muscles the correct shape for English sounds. Level 2, smooth and natural. Now say it again at normal speed. I'm going to the market. Flow through the sentence. Don't stop between words. Connect the sounds. Focus on rhythm, not perfection. This is how native speakers sound: smooth, connected, effortless. Level 3, fast and fearless. Finally, say it fast with emotion. I'm going to go to the market. Add energy, add attitude, add life. This is where your confidence grows. You're no longer just repeating, you're owning the sentence. The 5-5-3 repetition rule. For every new sentence, repeat level 1 3 times, repeat level 2 3 times, repeat level 3 3 times. That's 9 repetitions total, less than 1 minute. But your mouth, brain, and emotion will remember it forever. Because the secret isn't to repeat more, it's to repeat smarter. How to practice smart repetition every day. Here's your daily routine. Pick 3 to 5 short sentences. Practice each one using the 3 levels. Record yourself once a week. Listen not for grammar, but for energy, tone, and rhythm. If it sounds smooth and confident, you're improving. If it sounds flat, add more emotion next time. That's how you grow, step by step, sentence by sentence. The real power of repetition. Repetition is not boring when you know its purpose. It's how your body learns. It's how your brain becomes automatic. It's how your voice becomes natural. Every great speaker you've ever admired, they all repeated. Not once, not 10 times, but thousands of times. They repeated with emotion, with energy, with purpose. So don't fear repetition. Embrace it, because every repetition is one brick in the house of your fluency. Final message. Fluency isn't magic. It's not a talent. It's a daily habit built through emotion, repetition, and courage. So from today, don't whisper, speak, don't hide, express, don't memorize, feel. Because English isn't something you study, it's something you live. Say it with me one last time. I repeat with energy. I speak with emotion. I grow with every word. You are no longer a learner. You are a speaker. Now go and let the world hear your English voice.